This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, Coast to Coast AM, and the History Channel. Now, recently, we just went up to the ECETI Ranch, James Gilliland's famous ranch up in Trout Lake, Washington, for their annual conference. Now, while we were there, we found what appears to be a door that is opened on the top of the mountain. Now, it's been talked about for decades there that there was an opening on the mountain where craft were seen leaving and entering the mountain. But for the first time, we saw a door open. Now, what you're looking at here, the first pic is Mount Adams as you approach the ECETI Ranch. In the second image is ECETI Ranch facing Mount Adams. The third picture I happened to take that night at about 6 p.m. I just wanted to shoot with my cell phone the three peaks. And you can see on the left in the dark shaded area, there's no opening. The fourth pic is at 9 p.m. that night. I wanted to catch the sunset. It was still lit up, so I shot it, but there is nothing there. The next day on Friday is when the opening appeared. This next video that you're going to see, I shot before the discovery was made. It's very interesting. I'm talking about the previous night's events and just showing how ECETI Ranch lays out. So check this video out. So to give you a little lay of the land, here we are at ECETI. This is the Indian Circle. But if you come out here, just to give you an idea, watch this. You come out here, you walk down the path, you walk out here, and there's hundreds of people out here right now. But then you see this. Bam! Mount Adams. And you look here and you look at all the campers and all the people, everybody here. There's hundreds of people here right now, and you come around and there's where everybody sits each night. There's the observatory. There's people here. It's just, this is a panoramic shot. The camping goes all the way around, and you can see everybody in the stone circle now. And here's the field, and there's Mount Adams. Absolutely incredible. I gotta tell you, I'm having a great time, but just trip on this, right? There's hundreds of people here right now. And last night we saw all kinds of crazy things. Now, but I did see this gray smudge orb thing. Well, we all saw it last night. But it was about 50 feet in diameter. It was kind of flat, like the orbs you see in photographs, but it was giant, right? And I'm sitting back there in the chairs with everybody. It's about 11 o'clock last night. But if you look here, and you see the break in the trees right there, it came out of there in a curve like this, gray orb, right? Right there. And so I'm sitting in the trees and I see this. It goes on for about 5 seconds. And I'm watching it and I'm thinking, that is a trip. There's a gray orb. And then somebody sitting behind me goes, is anybody watching that gray orb? And I spin around. I'm like, it's real. It's not my imagination, because I was tripping. So anyway, this is day one. This is Friday here at ECETI. And I'm going to post this up and get this thing going. But we're having a great time. Everybody is here. And we'd love to see you if you're out there and you want to come by ECETI up here in Washington. All right, there you go. There's Mount Adams. And I am signing off. Now, after I shot this video, I walk back to the observation table at the front of the field. And this gentleman here, second from the left, is John Esch. He's the one that discovered the opening. I walk up and he tells me he has found something on the mountain. Then I shot this next video. Okay, so we're here. We're here at ECETI. And behind me, if you look right there, the peak to the left, the second peak, there is a rectangular hangar door that is open. It's guessing from here it's got to be a couple of 100 feet wide by maybe 100 feet tall, but everybody here is photographing and videotaping it now, and it's right there, that little black splotch, the second peak. It's absolutely incredible. So inside at the top of that peak, I'm going to zoom in. The top of that peak, this is as far as I can take this. You can see it. It's right there. Now I'm going to insert a bunch of photographs that we are taking here right now in high res. You can see the little garage door. You can see the driveway. You can see debris coming out. And it's perfectly level, it's perfectly square. Now this is what's funny. Look at how many people here that are videotaping and filming it right now. Now, in this next series of photographs that were taken by myself, Jason Quitt, and Gary Clark, hope Gary doesn't mind me saying his last name, this first shot is taken from my cell phone. And here is an enlargement. Here is another enlargement. This is what we were seeing immediately after the discovery. We photographed the mountain and videotaped it all weekend after this. This next shot, Jason Quitt took with his high-res camera. And you're looking at it here. Here is the enlargement. Look at the opening. It's absolutely incredible. We went through some historic shots. Here's one with snow covering the face. There is clearly no opening here. In this next shot, this is from Horse Camp, which is a few miles closer, about 9 miles out, and you can see that it's a clearer shot and it's closer to the mountain. Everything that you have seen that we took here is about 13 to 14 miles away from the mountain. The mountain itself is about 12,300 feet tall from sea level, and here it's about 8,000 to 9,000 feet above ground level. The opening just appeared. We can't tell how large it is. We are guessing from the size of the mountain and from the distance, it's anywhere from a couple of hundred feet, maybe a few 500 feet wide, a couple of 100 feet tall, possibly. We don't know. One thing is for sure, it clearly is an opening. Is it a cave? Is it a hangar door? Is it something that a UFO or some kind of ET craft can enter and leave? Now, what is also interesting is going back and looking at my previous shots of the mountain, I found this series of 3 images. What I was doing, every time I shot the mountain, I shot in 3 or 5 consecutive shots about 1 second apart, so I could grab one shot that was in focus. It's a long ways away and your hands shake and your cell phone moves and stuff. So in this series of shots, 1, 2, 3, taken 1 second apart, in the first shot here, there's nothing above the mountain. Look in the second shot. 1 second later, there is clearly an extremely large craft shot above the door. This is from 13 miles away. How big is that craft? Look at the third shot. 1 second after that shot, there's nothing there. Very interesting. Time-stamped at 6 p.m., 22 minutes, 15 seconds, 16 seconds, and 17 seconds. Very, very interesting. And then there's these shots taken by Jason Quitt. Again, going back and reviewing our images, we found these. There you go. There are craft. These are daylight shots at Mount Adams. Incredible. Is it something that a UFO or some kind of ET craft can enter and leave? Has it been hidden? Has it been camouflaged over the years? Has it always been there and just opened when it needed to? We don't know. What we do know is there clearly now is an opening on the top of Mount Adams. This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black. Follow our YouTube channel. It's right there. Click on it. Subscribe. And, of course, visit our website, www.jimmychurchradio.com. We broadcast Fade to Black Monday through Thursday live from 7 to 10 p.m. Pacific. Go back, Lee Tappy.